PBC, Errol, Spence, two best guys. I don't think we'll ever see them fight. I really don't. It's terrible. We should. You guys should fight. Right. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the economics of boxing, that's just the way it is, I guess. Yeah, he ducking them. Absolutely he ducking them. Yeah, y'all take that. He ducking Terence Crawford. So man, I don't care about no side of the fence. For me, I don't care. Side of the fence, this is the world of boxing. Two, this is the second thing now. I'm gonna give it to y'all right now. The second thing is that when the hell have we been doing business, or anybody from Top Rank been doing business without him?
The side of the street or the
bro, I don't listen. It's there. It's there because when I was coming up, that was the problem. I couldn't fight anybody from PBC. You know what I'm saying? We didn't do business with PBC. One and two, the WBC didn't order it, but the fight wasn't gonna be made because we didn't ever do business with them.
How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Akhi TV. Subscribe below if you're trying to get smart about a minute. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't listen to old media. Now, that being said, Danny Garcia came out just like Errol Spence. He responded to Timothy Bradley first, and he stated Timothy Bradley, when he was fighting, he never fought any of the PBC guys. So it's easy for him to say, hey, fight Terence Crawford, when he didn't do so. Which that was a great point. Then he talked about the Terence Crawford fight, which he stated that fight will take place at the right time. Just like when Floyd Mayweather fought Pacquiao, when they maximized the revenue, he felt the same way about the Terence Crawford fight. He also stated that, hey, last time they offered me something, they tried to lowball me because they offered me $3 million. And I got $3 million when I fought Rod Saka, which he trying to say, hey, that was a fighter that's not even ranked on the top 50, and I got $3 million fighting him, which is not true 100%. I don't think he got $3 million fighting him, especially coming off a bad performance versus Herrera at the time, I think. So regardless, his point is let's maximize the revenue. And then he ended it with, the business is blocking it at the end of the day. And I semi agree with some of the things he stated for sure. Like, you know, the PBC, the fact that they want to keep the money in-house, just like ESPN wants to. It's a competition. Everybody's trying to grow their brand. And the only reason Wilder versus Fury is taking place is because both fighters want to fight each other. And it's a big fight. And for example, Wilder cleared his side of the street. Tyson Fury, on the other hand, I mean, he didn't do nothing on his side of the street, but you get the point. And y'all gotta realize, that's not the only time ESPN and PBC worked with each other, because even Floyd Mayweather versus Pacquiao, even some of Terence Crawford fights were against Akhi fighters that he manages. However, when it comes to the bigger fights, those fights are a little harder to make. However, since Danny Garcia got paid $1 million his last fight, and we know Terence Crawford made $3 to $4 million guaranteed. We all know Terence Crawford is pound for pound number one. And for a fighter like Danny Garcia, who doesn't hold any straps, it will be a good look if he fights to Terence Crawford, especially since they have history, especially when they both fought at 140. And Terence Crawford accused them of avoiding Postal. And we all know Terence Crawford fought Postal. And like I said time and time again, you know, they go way back. So that's a big fight. And obviously, Danny Garcia has everything to gain. He already lost to Sean Porter and Keith Thurman. Meanwhile, Terence Crawford is undefeated. Terence Crawford is also pound for pound number one. We all know Danny Garcia doesn't crack the top 5 pound for pound at the moment. He is a top 5 welterweight, however, not top 5 pound for pound. So that will definitely boost his status and his legacy and his pound for pound ranking and all of that. And when Errol Spence comes back, that'd be even a bigger fight, right? So like I said, he has everything to gain. But I'm not gonna lie, he did throw me off when he stated, you know, fights happen at the right time. Look at Pacquiao and Floyd. Forgetting that Floyd and Pacquiao was dominating the game for years, for decades, fighting the best till they got to that point. And not just that, obviously, they were doing tremendous numbers. I mean, even before Floyd Mayweather became Money May, even when Floyd was Pretty Boy Floyd, when he was pound for pound number one, he was getting paid like 10 million, 15 million. At some point, he made, I think, the upwards of 20 to 25 million before he became Money May. As soon as he became Money May, we all know, I mean, the sky was the limit, right? So my point is this: fighters today, I mean, $1 million back in the day is way more than $1 million today, right? We all know when it comes to currency, you know, property grows with economy, the dollar doesn't, right? So Danny Garcia, he need to look at fighting Terence Crawford now, because like I said, you talking about Pacquiao and Floyd, but that's a whole different story. They were on top of their game. That's more so Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. And I see Danny Garcia trying to squeeze himself in there, but you're going to have to do more than just that. If you want to put yourself in that position to land a mega fight like that, then defeat a Terence Crawford. So when Errol Spence comes back and you got the opportunity, now the mega fight is between you and him. However, at the moment, that's not going to happen because obviously Danny Garcia, he lost to Sean Porter and Keith Thurman, which that's already a statement that shows, hey, you're not a top 3 welterweight, because Terence Crawford is one, Errol Spence is definitely another, and then you could even throw Manny Pacquiao in there, and you got Sean Porter, and you got Ugas, and Danny Garcia hardly cracks the top 5, so he has to do more at this point because he lost the Sean Porter fight. So what I'm trying to say basically is Danny Garcia, he in a great position because he could still land an Errol Spence fight. I mean, he was supposed to fight Errol Spence in January. However, we all know what happened with the car accident. Inshallah, Errol Spence returns 100% healthy. However, if Danny Garcia doesn't want to wait on an Errol Spence fight, because that's a guaranteed fight if he really wants it, it was supposed to take place, then he could fight a Terence Crawford. I mean, that would even leverage a Manny Pacquiao to want him after that. And I'm going to talk about Manny Pacquiao, next opponent, on the next video I'm dropping. But for the moment, let's talk about Danny Garcia. Like I said, a Terence Crawford fight opens so many doors for him. So what's y'all take on it? What do y'all think about what Danny Garcia stated about Timothy Bradley and Terence Crawford fight? Do y'all agree or disagree? What do y'all agree and disagree with? And subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't. And listen to these casual fans. Follow Lunatune Boxing for the funniest boxing memes. I will leave his IG link in my description box below. Keep it as G and follow my man. Click on the notification bell to get notified every time we post to go live. If you want to be part of the family and you know when we go live on Split Decision, y'all gotta call in. It's a boxing debate show, so we could debate, we could agree to disagree, or you could just show love and be part of the Akhi family. And like I said, to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace, and we out.